Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. We're back working on the BMW 130i today, and we are back working on the N52 engine. Now then, we are going to be replacing the entire drive belt kit, so the drive belt itself, the automatic tensioner and the idler pulley. Now these were all sent out to me by Fix Parts online. Obviously we have the drive belt itself here, Febby Bilstein, idler pulley, Febby Bilstein, and the automatic tensioner, Febby Bilstein. If you want to check out Fix Parts online, or if you want to know where to get these exact parts from, I will leave all of the links down in the description box below. But without further ado, we'll get outside and let's get cracking. Okay then, so the drive belt kit is located at the front of the engine, and because we don't have the best access, all I'm going to do is remove this front intake section along with the airbox as well. This front air intake section is just held in by 4 T20 screws, and then the airbox itself is just held in by 2 10mm bolts, and then you just need to disconnect it from the air intake pipe and unplug the mass airflow sensor. Once this is all out of the way, you'll be able to see much better the drive belt in detail, and you'll be able to access all of the bolts that you need to remove. Okay then, so with the 4 screws removed at the front, the 2 bolts on the side, and with the air intake pipe and the mass airflow sensor disconnected, these 2 sections should now just pull out. There's the airbox removed, and there's this front section removed. Okay, so we can see the drive belt kit in much better detail now, and the parts that we're going to be replacing is the belt itself, obviously, and this here is the automatic tensioner that's going to be replaced, and then also this thing here, this is the idler pulley, and I'm going to show you exactly how to remove all this. First of all, we need to get the original belt off. All we need to do is insert a T60 into that slot just there and rotate it clockwise, and then the tension will come off the belt and we'll be able to slip it off. Okay, so best to use a breaker bar or a torque wrench in my case, just so you can get a lot of torque on it. And like I said, just rotate it clockwise, and then you take the tension off and you should be able to just slip the belt off. And then all you got to do is feed the belt off all of the pulleys, and there we go, that's the original belt removed. Next thing to remove then is the automatic tensioner. If you take a look there, there is a bolt. It takes a E14 socket, so a female torque socket. Just get that on there, crack it loose, and then this thing should be able to be removed then. There we go, tension is coming off along with the bolt. That's the bolt removed then, and this is the automatic tensioner removed. Now I must point out, because this is a aluminium bolt, it's not good to be used again. If you do try to use it again and torque it up, there's a good chance you may snap it. So this thing is going in the bin, and then the new tensioner actually comes with a new bolt to replace it anyway. Next thing to remove then is the idler pulley. It just bolts onto the alternator. It's just a cap at the front that you need to pop off first to gain access to the bolt. Once that is removed, you can then gain access to the bolt itself. And this bolt itself is a 16mm. There we go, not tight at all. And there's the idler pulley removed. And that is now everything removed that we need to remove. Now obviously we could just go ahead and start installing the new drive belt kit, but because I want to go that step further, because I'm a little bit OCD, and because there is loads of oil on the front of the engine, I kind of want to get that cleaned off. So I am now going to take the opportunity to give all that a good degrease and try and get the majority of that grime and oil removed, and then we'll obviously proceed in starting to install the new drive belt kit. Okay then, so here is how we are looking. So much better than it was before. Got the majority of the dirt and grime off. You know, you could spend hours honestly trying to clean this up, but yeah, I'm very happy with that. It looks so much better than it did before. Now I'm just going to let this all dry out. Now I must state that if you do want to clean your engine, you do want to attempt to give it a clean, it's best to disconnect your battery. I have already disconnected the negative terminal on the battery, so I'm just going to let this all dry out for a bit, and then I can move on to installing the new drive belt kit. Okay then, so it's time to start installing the new drive belt kit, starting with the automatic tensioner now. And now it's time to tighten the bolt down with the E14 socket, and it actually needs torquing down to 25 Newton meters. There we go. And then once you've torqued it down to 25 Newton meters, you then need to turn it a quarter of a turn, so 90 degrees. About 45. And that's another 45. And that's the new automatic tensioner installed. And that's just what it looks like. It's now time to install the new idler pulley onto the alternator here. And here is our new idler pulley. And then this bolt needs to be torqued down to 40 Newton meters. There we go. Then we can insert our new cap. And now all that's left is to install the new drive belt. And here is our new genuine Febby Bilstein drive belt, and that's just a case of feeding it through all of the pulleys and installing it in the correct orientation. And then once you have installed the new belt, it should look something a little like this. So it runs over the top of the alternator, straight across round the AC compressor, then goes up round the automatic tensioner, and then round the crankshaft pulley, and then round the power steering pump, and then snakes its way back past the idler pulley, and then obviously back to the alternator. And it actually has enough slack in the belt just to be able to slide it on, but obviously we need to now put it under tension. So what we need to do is insert the T60 bit into the automatic tensioner here, and then just slide this pin out. Okay, so I need to take the tension off by just rotating it clockwise, and I can pull that pin out. There we go. And now that we have the pin removed, the belt is now under proper tension. And now we can reinstall the air intake, starting with this front section here. slides back into place, and then it's secured with the 4 T20 screws. And then finally the airbox can go back in. And as you can see, the airbox is now back in, secured with the 2 10mm bolts and connected back up to the intake pipe, and then the mass airflow sensor is plugged back in. So that is pretty much job done. All we need to do now is fire it up just to make sure there is no unwanted sounds. I'm sure we'll be fine, but yeah, let's fire it up just to see how it sounds. Okay, and so that is the drive belt kit replaced on my N52 engine. That is another job done on my BMW 130i. I hope this video has been somewhat helpful. I hope it's been easy enough to follow along at home. And yeah, I just want to thank all of you for watching. Please remember to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and of course, if you do want to purchase any of the parts that are used in today's video, links will be down in the description box below from Fixed Parts Online. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you all in that next one. Peace!